Ain't nothing in my jeans with some lit and some big water on the young rig, thinking I can't get. Ain't nothing in my jeans with some now block the piss or spit. Ain't nothing in my jeans with some lit and some big water on the young rig, thinking I can't get. I'm the situation that ought to make you get. Since a little nigga studied the big nigga, never gonna be the junkie junkie. I know how much to give her. Take a bag to die. Down here's the dog walk. Kissing the back and my hair with some walk. Laying the ball. I ain't out here for my health. Until the tip surface, I can enjoy myself. Enjoy myself. Like a woman who know. Improving myself. Green that don't know. You gon' really need to get up with the land. Walk. 30,000 out in the ground. If we didn't need it, we would have the land. 30,000 out in the ground. I get the dog up in the land. 30,000 out in the ground. 3 money in hand. 30,000 out in the ground. My brother's cousin got brains. Look, that dope ain't gotta touch my hands. Look at these bands, and I'm the one with the light bands. And a 10 millimeter for protection. For any jack or band that roll up in my section. And I put the cigars from being alone. And you say, little hands off, the ball's open up. To open the guns that kill hope. And all the hustlers on my road got cars to no road. So pay attention to the jazz and see how come. That leads the rules to play some promise ass one. Travis ass one. Bring home the brick. What do you know when the beat and the song started up? You gon' real niggas get up in the man. That was the rock show, and it shall be continued.
What up, though?
You all right?
You?
Yeah, I'm straight.
How you been, man?
Yeah, I've been doing good, man. Like I said, just trying to get my body adjusted to doing physical work again.
Okay. Being safe, I gather.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let me put it this way. Um, I'm not out on the stretcher because, like I said, when you go back to doing physical work and you haven't done it in about 3 or 4 years, my body deteriorated. Plus, I'm overcoming sickness. People don't understand. When diabetes or whatever the sickness is that attacks your body, it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
But I did most definitely more than a lot of young people because they got some young people that work there, man. They come in there complaining more than they got more excuses than a nigga going to jail.
Oh yeah, man.
And they act like, oh man, I can't do this. I don't see how y'all do this, and I can't keep doing all. I'm like, man, this ain't nothing. Only thing you're doing is lifting and throwing boxes. Yeah, they may be heavy, but I'm like, I'm almost 60 years old. You got to be no more than about 20 or 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You up and complaining like that, man? This generation or the generation that's around that age, man. Well, you see how they dress. They don't know nothing about like really hard work. And when they got to touch something, they got to do something like that, and you got to maintain that for 8 hours a day. It get monotonous. They never thought boxes would be that heavy.
Right. Well, that's what they that's what our in your case our captors That's what they reduced the society down to. You know, people
What?
that's
Mhm.
afraid to get their hands dirty. You know.
Man, it's a lot of work out here to still to do it and everything else. They have not made those entities or those robots that sophisticated as of yet. But trust and believe me, they're working on it. They are working on it, you know. And a lot of it has to do with, and particularly mind control. That's why Elon Musk came out with this new thing that he wants to implant inside your brain. And that's why China is, or and they have been doing the experiments, just like United States, uh, doing with implanting microchips and stuff like that. See, what they want to do is control you without free will. God gave free will, and God didn't need no microchip. And that's the difference because remember, the enemy wants to emulate God, excuse me, in every form. But God put a veil, which is called free will. Well, you get to choose. He said, but I'm going to show you my grace and mercy. I'm going to show you what's wrong and what's right, and you still going to get to choose. He said, I'm not even going to force you. Now, he said, now, when it comes to my elect, those that I put down here who don't know they're down here, just like Christ, because Christ was an elect. And Christ, even then, had to choose what he was going to do because remember, you lose when you are into this uh, 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 um, transformation or you come into this dimension, you lose all remembrance of what your previous life was. So even Christ had to choose if he was going to obey the laws that he was even taught as a Jew or as a Jew, a Jew person, or as or as the seed of Israel. And once he made that choice, and they taught him, and he agreed to it, he accepted. That's how much free will, and God really didn't even touch onto the free will or anything like that. You know, he'll show you, he'll lead you, he'll guide you, but as it all comes down to it, it's still it's up to your choice what you're going to do. That's why he was so upset at Adam, let alone Eve, let alone Lucifer, you know, let alone Satan, because he gave them all free will. You can do whatever you want to do. I give it to you, you know. But remember, whatever you choose, good or bad, you get consequences. And that's what a lot of people don't think about. They don't think about the long term consequences. But God already put it into his statements and other writings and other books and everything else that I've already warned you before you do these things. Think about what you're going to do. Consult. Consider the long term output. Just as he told Adam and Eve. He said, the day you touch of this tree, you're going to surely die. He said, don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't inquire about it. Don't even think that it's anything of your liking. He said, I gave you fair warning. The day you do this, you will surely die. And God has not been one to known to have lied, but to test the water. You still have free choice. Ain't that something?
Mm-hmm. Well, see, what I have a problem with is when you bring the chips, the computer chips, and when you bring certain things up, you go with their narrative. You're believing that Elon Musk is behind the agenda when the agenda's been set for thousands of years. So when you say this about China's doing this, listen, I don't know if you got the memo or not, but all these nations are one. So you and people that think that what you hearing on the news is real news, y'all really need to wake up. You do have some key points, and you make some keen examples, and your knowledge on things is impeccable, but it's like you missing a whole piece of the puzzle, to go with the intellect.
No, I'm not missing. No, no, no. I'm telling you the pawns of you can't even say that, see, because you need to reevaluate that. This is chess, baby boy. You got to understand the chess pieces. That's all Elon Musk is. He's nothing but a chess piece. So I move my knight, or I move my rook,
See,
or
that's
I
what
move
I'm
my
saying.
or I move my pawn.
Musk ain't even that. He's not even that. He's not even a piece.
See, but you can't even say that, because if he wasn't, he would not be on the front stage. You're not on the front stage.
See,
We're
that's
not
my
on the front
point.
stage.
That's my point. That's the
See,
point you just made.
we're not on the front. We're not on the front stage. We're not on the front stage of anything. No matter what we do, if we die tomorrow, we don't change stocks. We don't change bonds. We only have influence around the people that we love and people
You
that
know
know us.
what? You know what the Apostle Paul called that? He called
What?
that excrement.
Okay, but check this out.
All
He
that
never
means
said.
nothing.
No, hold up, wait a minute. He never did say that it did not exist. And see, that's where you coming from.
He didn't say that.
No. See, you trying to say that these people are irrelevant and everything else. They're part of the system, but they're part of the system that make things move. Now, I
They're,
can't get you in checkmate unless I move my pieces. Now, come on, let's be for real.
talking heads. They're talking heads. None more, none less.
Exactly. And what is the main thing to a chess? Is to win the game.
But
so these are people that move things.
When you report these things, you report it like it's something that you didn't know already. Like you just now finding this out.
I'm making things relevant as far as what's going on, and people are not even seeing that. Just like I told you, I got sugar diabetes. Now, how you gonna sit and tell me you found the cure for the coronavirus, which just came out, that you giving for free, but you ain't found the cure for diabetes? But I can still die of diabetes. I can still go blind. I can still have a stroke. I can still have my feet and everything else cut off. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take the coronavirus shot to save me from dying from coronavirus, but you ain't gonna save me from dying for sugar diabetes. Now make that make sense. You understand what I'm talking about?
You get that part of it. That part is all the way accurate. You can't get no more logical than that. But what I'm saying with things like their narratives is like their like for instance, this thing you older heads like to cling hold to and can't seem to let go. This black versus white thing.
Oh man, that's always been that way. We talking about no, you can't. No. You are so blind about that. Because who's in power?
Tell me what I'm blind about.
No. Hold up and tell me who owns everything. Name me one conglomerate that black person owns.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Exactly. That's all I got to say.
I do know it's some. If you're talking about black as far as skin complexion,
that's what we're talking about. Show me anything. Show me anything that any person of color that's black, that's from Africa. No, hold up, wait a minute. You asked me to ask them. I'm telling you. You told me what we old heads hold to. Show me anything where anybody of color is in power. Show me.
Okay, and if I was able to show you, what would that mean?
That means that I'm telling a lie. That means I'm telling a lie. So prove me that I'm telling a lie. That white folks control everything. So prove it to me.
Oh, so you say white folk control everything? So
exactly.
Do you consider Chinese as white?
I tell you what. What do you control besides your own destiny and besides what you wake up in the morning?
I'm asking the question. Do you consider Chinese as white?
They ain't black.
Huh?
They ain't black.
What you mean they ain't black?
They're not black. They're not the original. Everything that comes from us.
Plenty of black Chinese. What are you saying?
Everything came from us. They're Asian. So therefore,
Uh-huh.
they're not. That's how they classify themselves. They're not black. Now, when you talk black or you talk us, because you already say, well, you ain't part of us. You say you Indian.
Now
So
listen to
it,
yourself
now,
now.
hold on, no, hold up, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on,
Listen
wait a
to
minute.
your logic now. Okay.
No, 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 no. Listen to your logic,
I'm
because
listening.
you said, oh, because you said you not even black, you Indian. Oh, your people
I didn't
come.
know. I didn't even say
No,
that. I didn't even
yeah, yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
You said your people or
I
your
said that's where
ancestors
my
are Indian.
ancestry come from. I
Right,
said
right, right. So
I'm none of that
Indians,
shit.
hold up, wait a minute, because Indians don't consider themselves as black. So let's
They
put that
don't.
out there.
They
No,
don't.
no, most definitely, yeah, exactly. Because
How
if
would
that
you
was the
know?
case, no, hold up, wait a minute. Because if that was the case, like I said, my wife would have had her Indian number, and my wife would be getting a
See, you
check.
going? No. See, back
My
up,
wife would
bro.
have been
Back
getting
up.
a check
Back up. Back up.
like she's
Hold up.
supposed
Hold
to.
up. Back up.
Because
Back
no, no,
up.
hold on,
Back
wait a
up.
minute. I'm
Back
telling
up.
you, I'm
Back
telling you
up.
what came
Back
from her
up.
grandmother,
Now,
who's
hold
on
up.
the
I want you to
council.
back up to where you was talking about your wife at.
Right, right, right.
Now, hold up. Hold up. Stop for a minute. Stop for a minute. Now, I want to go backwards on that, because basically what happened to this conversation is you entered the approval of the government in there to make it facts. And see that right there, my friend, I have a problem with that. So
Okay, oh, okay. I'll tell you what. I'll
this
tell you what. I'll tell you.
so-called
Wait, wait, wait,
enemy
wait,
to
wait, wait, wait,
say
wait.
so
Okay,
before you
okay,
can
okay.
accept it, huh?
Where are the Indians sitting on? They're sitting on a
Hold up. I'm
reservation.
asking a
They're sitting
question.
on a
I'm
reservation
asking a
that the
question.
government
We can't
allowed
move
them.
forward until you answer this question for me. So
Okay,
you
okay,
saying
go
you
ahead.
need the white man to okay me saying I'm an Indian before you take my word for it, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, no, no. I'm telling you, if you
Okay,
are Indian.
so
No, no,
why
no. Hold on, wait a minute.
would we even talk about
If I
license and
told
all
you,
that
no,
stuff?
no, 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 no. If I told you you were Indian, I said, what is your Indian number? And if you're Indian, how come you're not getting piece of the pie of the casino money that the Indians get that's on the reservation? See,
Listen,
my
I
wife doesn't
wouldn't
get.
want it.
Hold,
I wouldn't
you
want
would
it.
want. Okay, now hold
Because
up.
when
Wait
it
a
comes
minute.
to Satan, there's always
Well,
strings attached.
that's
I
what
wouldn't want it.
you say. That's what you say.
No, that's what I'm
That's
telling
what
you.
you say.
That's what
Okay,
I'm telling you.
now. Like I said, if that
That's
was the
lot money,
case,
man.
then you get all these white folks who claim themselves as being a $5 Indian. You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And you get black folks because they don't even claim black folks. I'm here to tell you that right now. At least the Sioux don't. The Sioux don't claim black folks. And she's down
Okay,
there in
I don't
Nebraska and
either.
everything. Hold on, wait a minute. She down there. She down there in Nebraska and everything else. And that tribe don't claim black folks.
Okay.
Her mother, her mother didn't even claim her own daughter because her own daughter was not given from her father was not a part of the tribe. Now the younger brothers and sisters that she does have that are fathered from another man that is of the tribe. Those the ones that she claimed. But her daughter and her first two children, which is Tia and Reggie, she don't claim them. She don't claim them at all. It's like she just threw them away. And see, that's what I had to deal with, and that was one of the most treacherous things to deal with when you dealing with a female that's coming up, that's being raised by
Uh-huh.
another man other than her parents. Because the main thing that she hollered about when she was given to me at 13 was, "You are not my parents. You are not supposed to raise me. My mother and father is supposed to raise me." So she knew her mother and father. She knew who they were.
Okay, hold
But
up.
hold
Let's not,
wait. And she knew about
no. Let's
no,
stop.
hold on.
Let's stop
And
it
she
right
knew
there. Let's stop it
the
right there
reservation.
because you
Hold
moved
up.
the
And she knew the
goalpost.
reservation. She
You
knew the
moved the
reservation and
goalpost. I ain't
everything
trying to
else.
talk about that.
She
You moving
knew.
the
No, no,
goalpost.
no, I'm telling.
You moving the goalpost. I'm not trying to talk about what happened with the Indian reservation. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that. The only thing I'm trying to get across the table, I had to put you on mute because you over talking the host. In these parts, that's called disrespectful. And in the Bible and Proverbs is also called disrespectful as well. Now I'm about to unmute you.
I'm not to be disrespectful. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Well, if you do, I got a way to battle with that, so
Mm,
don't worry about it. I'm just letting you know why I had to mute you.
mm.
Now, what?
I deeply apologize. I deeply apologize. I
That's all
deeply
right.
apologize.
You ain't
All right,
even
go
got
ahead.
to. You ain't
Go
got
ahead.
to
Go ahead. Go ahead.
apologize. I know
Oh no
you
no
mean
no
well.
most definitely. I'm
I
giving you
know you
respect.
mean well.
Mm.
We in the
Oh,
heat
go
of
ahead.
the
Go ahead. Go ahead.
conversation. That's all.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
We did this face to face, so
Yeah.
it's okay. It's all right. Now, what I'm trying to get through to you is this: I'm a follower of Christ. When I decided, you remember how you was talking about the free will thing? When
Yeah.
I decided to use my free will to follow Christ, I gave way, or should I say, I released the major importance that this world puts on titles, that this world puts on bloodlines. Notice they say the world is ruled by 13 bloodlines. How do they know that? Because these 13 bloodlines made sure that they bloodline succeeded. They make sure that their bloodline is planted here. That's how they know, because they kept record of it. So if those sick people have the patience to make sure they keep up with stuff like this, being that my promised seed, the one that was prophesied about in the garden, that came into fruition, that died on a torture stake, after that, my longing for bloodlines is over with when I chose Christ. I don't care what these people did to all these other people. I don't care what my ancestors did. For all I know, my ancestors were some of the people that bowed down to the golden statue and all that shit. So I don't care what they did or what they used to do. And me saying Indian don't change the fact that it's a possibility I still could have been a part of the tribe. See, that right there, I have never just cast it off. It's just not of an importance to me. So my ancestors thousands of years ago could have easily been the people that worship God correctly, or they could have been the people that bowed down the golden calf. I don't fixate myself on the past. I learn from the past, but I don't go back to the past in order to insert myself in it in the here and now. So when I hear you brothers talk about black, there are some people that's my skin color that has nothing in common with me. There are that are chaos dwellers that love to start shit, that deceive, that mess around with people's marriages, mess around with people's kids. So when I say my people, I don't mean black, I don't mean white, I don't mean a color, I mean state of mind. I mean mindset. Are you a lover of justice, or do you love being deceitful? 9 times out of 10, if you pick the latter, you ain't around me. Not unless you're trying to learn about this Bible. So, I don't need this enemy white man to okay anything from me. I let you know what my feelings was if I was to uphold ancestry. I told you I seen my great grandparents and they were Indian. My baby sister have the picture right now at her house. I don't need a white man, a government to okay what I've seen with my own eyes. I don't need that. And I'm trying to figure out, if these people so much the way they are, the enemy and all this stuff, why do you need them to okay these things? And these people been lying to you since you came up in the world. Not to mention you believe in the slavery thing and been beating all on you and your ancestors. Why you need their okay for you to just understand and accept what's right in front of your face?
Oh, I don't need nothing for them to accept or to validate anything, but it's telling me who to how to recognize my enemy and how my enemy has evolved and everything else, how my enemy has changed and morphed into other races or other cultures and other natures of the enemy. See, that's just another nature of the enemy, because like I said, if that was the case, how can you um go ahead and not repeat the past if you don't learn about the past? You see what I'm saying? And you have to know at least the where you come from. If that was the case, we're doing everything now in this future, and it all has to do with what has happened previously. That's why the Bible says there's nothing new up under the sun. They say
Uh-huh.
what is here has always been here. And so
Mhm.
we're just uncovering different parts and different layers. Because now remember, before the white man and before the white man came upon the earth and before the white man whited out everything else, you had clashes between what? Different nations of people. That's why you had the Amorites, the Hittites, the Jebusites. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? That's why you had the Hebrews, because these are different what? Races, not different colors. They were different races. They were all one color, because the white man didn't appear until years later when it was up there in the Caucasus Mountain. That come up out of the Japhet and everything else. That's why you have to know your history and how they became white and everything else, and how they got away from the sun and they went up into the Caucasus Mountains. You see what I'm saying? And how they got with the rabbit and everything else. Now this comes up under Nimrod. You got to understand what Nimrod did and the people that was with Nimrod and how they got with these animals and everything else and how they changed their DNA. And you got to understand how they got away from the hot sun up into the Caucasus Mountain to a cooler climate. That's why when we speak of when you speak of Anglo-Saxons, Anglos and the Saxons are two different tribes, white tribes that comes up out of Russia, that comes up out of the UK, that comes out of Mongolia, out of the Caucasus Mountain and everything else, because it was a cooler climate. That's how they evolved, you know. And so yeah, they lost their what they lost. They lost their pigmentation. See, and if you don't know at least some of the history of that, how they became that, and how they became Cain, and how they became Japhet and everything else, and how that race of people broke off. You talking about that you don't worry about lineages and everything else. If that was not so important, God would not allow it to be in this Bible that everybody is fighting against. That's how you learn about the different races and different cultures and how they came about and everything else, and how the skin color and everything changed, because it was to set you what? Apart.
Okay, see, hold up, stop right there. Now, my thing, what I did say was we learn from the past, but we don't insert
Mm-hmm,
ourselves in the past. So, what
mm-hmm,
I mean by that is, yeah, we can learn the identities of these different nations, tongues, and tribes, but
mm-hmm,
why would we revert back the whole reason? And I heard a couple preachers use this.
mm-hmm.
Jesus is the reason for the season. Now,
Okay.
what I mean by that is the whole purpose of you knowing about this tribe, that tribe, is so you can identify the serpent seed. Because there was a seed that was for the promise, and there were many more seeds against the promise. So
Exactly right.
that's the whole purpose of knowing
Okay.
these different tribes, languages, and tongues.
Exactly. So in the Bible, let's go into the Bible. Why did they describe Esau, but they didn't describe Jacob?
Because obviously Esau was different.
Exactly. So they say Esau is the what? End of the is the what? The end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you hear people say, this is the what? The end time, the end time, the end time, their time is coming to an end. And they said Jacob is the beginning that follows. Because remember, Jacob took, they said the Bible said that Jacob took a hold of Esau's heel as
See,
they were
but
coming out.
you missing the whole importance of that, though.
Right. Okay,
The whole
let me finish.
importance of that is Christ.
What? Hold up, wait a minute.
He
Because
still loved,
no.
he still
I ain't missed
loved
nothing.
his
I ain't
cousin.
missed nothing. No. I ain't missed nothing. Because God said the younger. They said the elder will serve the younger. So I ain't missed that.
So
He
listen,
always said
so
that.
you mean to tell me that after he sold his birthright, you mean to tell me that he all of a sudden lost his love and affection for his family? No, he had chances to kill him and didn't kill him. He just wanted to know, he just wanted him around him. He probably 9 times out of 10 with human nature would have tried to steal it back or swindle it back, but his motivation was his love.
No. Esau has always tried to get it back because you ain't finished reading that Bible. Because when
No,
Esau
no, no,
said,
no,
"Father,"
no. I'm
no,
not
hold
guilty of
up.
that one.
Esau,
I'm
no,
not
hold
guilty
up.
of that. But
Okay,
you just pointing out what you want to
Hold up,
point
wait a
out
minute. Hold
that
up,
you
wait a
got to
minute.
promise seed and not the other part.
Hold up, wait a minute. How did Jacob get Esau's birthright? How did
He
he do?
tricked him.
How did he get it? He what? How did he trick him?
He
How did he
tricked him.
trick him? How did he trick him?
He tricked him. He tricked the father.
How did he trick Jacob in giving him his birthright? And birthright, the birthright was Jacob's. I mean, what was Esau? So
The mama
no, wait.
conspired to trick
The
the
birthright.
father to blessing the son, the
Right,
wrong
right,
son.
right. Hold up. Esau was the son, and the promise was already given to him. He know he was the oldest. So how did Jacob trick Esau? Please tell me how when Esau gave it up willingly. What happened? What happened? What happened? What was the events that led up?
The
The
blessing that
blessing.
was put on the wrong son.
No, okay.
The
Now,
blessing, it was
wait.
a trick.
Hold up. In order for him to get the blessing, didn't Jacob say, "Sell me your birthright"?
Yep. Who
Okay.
was it
So
his
wait, no, hold
idea?
up. Wait a minute.
Was it his
Okay.
idea? Was it
Okay.
his
But
idea?
hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It was his idea. Okay. We ain't got no
Huh?
problems with that. We ain't
It
got no
wasn't
problems with
his
that. It was.
idea. It was
No.
the
Hold up.
mama's idea.
No. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. It was his idea. No problem. He said, "Sell me your birthright." Hold up. Now, Jacob has the birthright. He knows he has the birthright. So why did Jacob give it up so easily?
Why did who?
Why did Esau give it up so easily? I got my birthright. I
For
got my father's birthright.
a bowl
What?
of soup.
Right. So
Lentil
that's what
soup.
you thought. Now wait a minute. That's what you thought about your birthright.
Right.
You would give it up. You would give it up. So
Right.
that means you didn't care
Right.
about it. You
Right.
didn't care about it.
I agree with that.
Exactly. So how did he trick him? If you care so less about your inheritance, do you understand what I'm saying?
See, you missing what? So what happened when he got the birthright? Didn't the father still have to bless the son?
Exactly. He thought he was blessing.
Wasn't
He
the
thought he was
father
blessing Esau. He
deceived?
thought he was blessing
Was the father
Esau.
deceived?
Exactly. That's why they called him trickster, because he conspired. Now, isn't that the same way Satan stole the kingdom and he stole the earth from whom?
I'm not
Adam.
disputing
No,
none of
wait a
that.
minute. No. If you're gonna put it together, you got to put it together. The
We
same
already
way
know.
Satan, right? So the same way Satan stole it from Adam, it's the same way it was taken back again. So
Mm-hmm.
it was just a repeat. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I got you on that part. I'm with you.
Right. Like you said, it's all about two seeds. So we're on that. Me and you are on that. We just
Uh-huh.
ain't came together on it. So we already know the fight is about two seeds.
Uh-huh.
So me and you know that. We just ain't came together with that.
No,
So,
but see where you missing out on is the seed that I'm rooting for already won.
Oh yeah, we know that. We know that. See,
He
the
already
thing is,
won.
right,
So
right.
there's no need for
True.
me to dwell back on these bloodlines because the seed
No,
that
no,
I
no. Because
follow have
it's all
won.
about the blood. It's all about the blood. That's what I'm saying. See, but people
It
don't believe in the
was,
blood.
it
The people
was.
don't. Well, as far as me and you concerned, we already know that. Well, I'm talking about everybody else. That's why you got to go back into that because people don't understand. Me and you understand, but when we talk to other people that's in the group, they don't. So
No, no,
that's
see,
what I'm
me
saying.
and you understand that part, but you're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
understanding the reverting back to the past part when you talk about my people and these people when it comes to
You have to
people of
talk about
different
dog. You
shades
have
of
to
skin tone.
because you have to because it's all about the blood.
Christ
It's
killed
all.
all that, man.
But
Christ
check this
killed
out. No, no,
all
no.
that.
And
He
Christ's
killed it.
blood was. That's why I said Christ was slain before the foundation of the world. The blood. He was already slain before they even put the foundation of the world in. Before he called the world into existence, Christ was already slain for that. So it's always about the blood.
Uh-huh.
It's
So
always been
being
about the
that the
blood.
blood was spilled and the sacrifice was made and it was a righteous sacrifice,
Exactly.
why are we still, if we chose this blood that was sacrificed in our honor to save us, why are we talking about other blood?
Because you have to know. You have to know the
Why is it even important?
We never said it was. No, it's important to know because you have to know what type of
Yes.
blood that was shed. Because if that was the case, then you wouldn't have all these other entities trying to say that, okay, well, we created you. Yeah. Or well, you evolved from us. Oh, yeah, we gave you the technology. This is where the blood seed of the demon comes in at. The demon seed. Because the demon said, oh, well, it has to be my blood. That's why he has to have blood of the innocent, you see what I'm saying, of the pure and innocent, which gives him the most thriving value so he can have the doorway so he can come into this dimension because it's what? Innocent blood. He thrives on innocent blood. Abel, see, you have to understand when Cain killed Abel, that gave him an access into this world because Cain killed Abel and Abel was innocent blood. He was
What
killed
you mean?
unknowing
What you
that
mean, Abel? He slayed Eve and Adam before Abel even came
Cain
along.
Cain killed Abel, was the first murder. His brother, which was innocent blood, which left the portal in order for the enemy to gain access. Another part into this world. The shedding of innocent blood. That was the first blood besides Christ before the foundation of the world that was shed. Because you had Adam who had already died, and you had Abel that died from Cain. But you already had the blood that was already shed before the foundation of the world that covered the sins that God already knew what would happen before he laid the foundations of the world. See, the enemy didn't know that because the enemy doesn't know everything. And he doesn't want us to know everything. And he doesn't want us to know how big and how powerful and how important God is. That's why he comes with, okay, well, I got to confuse them. I got to come with, all this other knowledge. I got to come with all these other inventions and everything else. You know, I got to come with this story, that story. I got to mess with the time. I got to mess with the culture. I got to mess with people. I got to mess with the color. I got to confuse them. And excuse me, I'm sorry. It's all about sowing confusion.
Well, the fact of the matter is, man, majority of the world chose Satan anyway.
Yes,
So
probably
it
so.
ain't,
Yes.
you don't really, the confusion ain't really for the majority. The few, the confusion is for the few
Hmm.
because majority done already picked. You see how many people ran out when they was ready to give out them jabbers?
Man,
Not really,
I don't know, but I heard it was a whole lot. That
it
I
was
don't
a
have the
whole lot, man.
statistics. Yeah, I heard it. I don't have the statistics,
And listen
or
to their
anything.
reason. Their reason is
Yeah,
because if a little jabber is the only thing stopping the normalcy from coming back, then why wouldn't I get it?
right. That's a trickery, and me and you know, and people
And
like us already
that's
know.
like the craziest thing I ever heard right there. Like,
Right.
wow, really?
Right. Because we people like us, if I can say us, have been keeping our ear to the ground as far as as far as what is going on. See, things happen in a time period in which things have happened, just like all the stuff that happened with me, uh, and my wife and everything. I'll use my wife as a catalyst. Everything happened in sessions and seasons and reasons because all the things that she did as it was revealed to me had to refer to the church, how the church prostituted themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because when you read into the book of Hosea and everything else, when he sent Hosea to marry the two prostitutes, and he said, marry one prostitute for Israel, maybe the other prostitute for Judah. He said, he said, because Judah, he said, because the tribe of Israel is broken in two. It's broken in two, and then you have what the two seas again. And that's why he told Ezekiel, he said, prophesize to these dry bones. You know, flesh should come up on them, that the bones will come together, and the flesh should come up on them, and everything else. And you get all back to skin and everything else. And he said, prophesy it again to them. He said that I'll put breath and I'll put life back into what? Israel. He said, but he said, now take the stick that is broken. He said, now these two sticks, which is Israel and Judah, and I'm gonna bring them back together, and there will be what? One stick, and they will not separate again. So here you have a kingdom, and see, you have to understand. Maybe you probably do understand, but we haven't talked about it. That there was war in heaven, and the war began in heaven before he set the foundations of the earth.
Hmm.
So heaven and everything else was already broken.
Well, see, you talking about a situation where time exists and another situation where time
With
don't
time,
exist.
exactly, right. So he's
Yeah,
bringing
but see,
right. So he right.
why leapfrog uh to that why leapfrog there when it's so much on the ground level that we can perceive and understand to get clear? Why even go there? See, that's the type of stuff that scare people away. Because
See, not
first
for
of
me,
all,
not for
it
me and
leads
you,
them. Not
not
me
for
and you.
me and
But
you.
it ain't about me and you.
Right. Well, see, not for me, it's me and you that's talking. And see,
Yeah,
yes, yeah, it is. See, so sometimes, yeah, you know, we do go there. You know, where
yeah,
people, you know, where we lose folks. You know,
yeah.
but not for me and you.
Right now, me and you already understand where
Right,
that.
right. Because we can go back and forth. Everybody can't.
But
You
it's
know.
another level. It's another level where I'm clearly accusing you of just missing a whole piece of a puzzle. And let me give you
Mm.
an example.
Okay.
Now, I've heard you talk in the past, and I don't know if I'm correct, but I got you here right now.
Mm.
Have I ever? I'm thinking. Did I hear you say that Jesus and the Most High were the same people?
Yeah. They're the same. They're the same. Now
Now,
he's
when you
just
say the same, like the
no.
same.
Now. Oh, wait. Christ is just a characteristic of God. Is one of his offsets because God is so divine, we can't figure him out. Now,
Mhm.
Christ. Now, when Christ came down here into time, Christ, Christ was not. He was divine and he was human at the same time because God one never sleeps.
Mhm.
That's one. And see, God never slept, so therefore he put it into his son because he told Adam, I'm gonna come and get you in 5.5 days. He said, I'm gonna come and redeem you. This is what he told Adam. Adam thought it was 5.5 days of regular days. See, but as day to the Lord is 1,000 years. So 5,500 years, as he had to explain to Adam that is when he was going to come and get him. See, but you have to understand, when you know of these other books and these other writings, like such as in the book of Enoch, where God wrote these things, because he explained these things to Enoch, especially when Uriel and the other angelics took Enoch up into heaven. Because remember, there was only two that was taken up into heaven, that was transformed or translated from this physical world into the supernatural world, and that was Enoch and Elijah. Those were the only two, according to what is written, that was translated and transformed, that was
Well,
taken up.
well. See, the fact of the matter is, Christ claimed. The Bible in itself only claimed Christ to be the first to ever do this.
No.
And
See, well,
so
hold on,
you
wait. See,
saying that the
Christ,
Bible saying that?
Christ.
Hold up. Let me get this
No.
right. Because Christ said on many occasions that he was the first and the last, and he didn't mean that by just simply saying that he was the first created, not just simple as that, but he was the first that is of made like him to taste death and to be raised up. See, before
Exactly.
him, no spirit ever died. Every
Right.
spirit that's been created is still around.
Right. And that's what Christ was slain before the foundation of the world. So Christ had already died and already arisen. That's what they tell
his
you, right?
purpose, saying basically God can't lie. God saying it is just like it already happened.
Right. See, that's in the spirit. See, but Christ was not humanized until he made human, until he made time.
Mm-hmm.
See, and what was done with Christ was done outside of time. Mm-hmm. That's what I say, he was before the foundation of the world. You got to say before the foundation of the world. That's when, if I'm allowed to say this, and I hope that I'm right, and I hope I'm not misquoting or deceiving.
Well, we'll fix it if it is.
Right. When the foundation of the world was laid, that's when time began. Because it said in the first place,
I disagree with that.
Well, see, I don't know, because they said, in the beginning, God created the heaven. So that means he had to lay the foundation of the earth. They had the heaven and the earth, and the earth was
now,
out.
You might got some relevancy to that now. You might got
right. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. I ain't trying to say I know everything. I don't know. I'm just going by that. So hopefully,
it do say in the beginning.
Yeah. So hopefully
that part right.
Right. So hope in the beginning of time. So and then we got to find out when this time began. We don't know. We can only go by
my research tells me that time began the moment the fruit was ate.
Right.
That's where I began, because he told Adam, he warned them that in the day that you eat this, you will positively die. Right. In my opinion, that's when time began, because time was going to start going.
That's when they died. Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's when time ended for them, and a new time started. But that could be, because I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
But then it says another start. Christ was slain before the foundation of the world. So we got Christ being slain before the foundation of the world, before time began.
Now, see, where did that quote right there you just said, where did that quote come from?
Oh, that's not the Bible.
Where?
Because they said they go to Saint.
You don't know for sure
Matthew,
where is that?
No. Let me get it right.
Because if Matthew, not, I don't want you to waste too much time.
It's in Saint. I believe that's in. It should be in Luke. It should be in Luke. Because Luke said in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God.
That's John.
Oh, that's in John. Okay. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word, right. So everything that was in the beginning. So in the beginning, so now there's another beginning. Mm-hmm. So we keep seeing all these here beginnings. But it's just like you said,
these are beginnings that we can behold, though.
Right. The beginnings of what? So In the beginning, what? When? Of time or of narration? And beginning of what? Before time began, before the world began, before any and everything else existed. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Okay, now it says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and earth. Now you said, now I want to go back for what you said, because you put in a synopsis and you give me something else to think about. You said time begins when they bit the apple and everything else. So we have all these here beginnings. You see? And we have all these other things, that which is good to talk about, but no, we're not sure of.
But see, when I took when the Bible said in the beginning, I took
Mm-hmm.
it for meaning the beginning of physical creation,
Mm-hmm.
because spirit people and spirit civilization already exists, thrived, and have been to war. All this by the time mankind was being created.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is this. Because and it's just between me and you, since I don't see
Right.
nobody here with us.
Right.
Because the way time don't exist in their realm,
Right.
What happened, what was explained to us in the Bible, didn't necessarily happen when it was said happen. It was just
In
this,
that course of time.
right,
Right.
because they
Which is
wrote
true.
our
Yeah, I can
time
agree with
and
that.
we do.
Right. Right. I can agree with that. I can
Like, you
agree with
remember
that.
the
I can
time
agree with that.
when Satan pulled up on God when they was
Right.
singing before the throne in Job,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
Satan pulled up at that time. And in our time, Satan had the ability to roam to and fro and come back in the presence of God.
Right. He still has that.
He still had that
Yeah.
presence,
Right.
but now he don't have that presence.
No. He still has it. He still has it. But he hasn't been slain. That he hasn't been thrown down yet. He hasn't been thrown down to where
Oh,
he does not have that. He hasn't been thrown down to that point where he would not have that physical presence. Because angels at 12 o'clock, according to what I've read and what I've known and what I have researched, that's why you have the witching hours, which they say goes from 1 or from 12 to 4 o'clock in the morning. They call that the witching hours
hold
because
up. Before you even dip off into that realm, I'm
Mhm.
still stuck on the point, on the fact that you just said that he's still allowed to go in the presence.
Oh yeah. Because he
No.
accused because he accuses the brethren, or he accuses the brotherhood before God day and night. He stands as an accuser. He's always saying, "See how they mock you. See how they lie. No, they don't deserve you. I told you they was gonna curse you to your face. How you gonna give them grace?" That's what he does. He stands before God. He accuses. See, but Christ is there because Christ is the mediator. Because Christ said, "I died for them. That's what my blood was shed for." Not that God needed to be reminded, but that's why the blood is there.
No, see, I'm
Because
not disputing that he's taunting day and night, but he don't have to be in the presence to do that. All he got to do is hurt what God create. You understand what I'm saying?
everything, well, I tell you what, according to the Bible,
Uh-huh.
he's in God's presence. So God sees everything. So now whether he's there physically, formally, or whatever else,
No, there's a different thing. See,
there,
let's back up a
see,
little bit. Yes, he's in God's presence. Well,
he still has
because God's
access.
present, God
Right.
is responsible for all creation.
Right. Now, now,
Seen
now,
and
now, now, now,
unseen.
now, 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 hold up,
So
hold. Now. You
what the
said now. You
scriptures
said
say
when,
is
when,
that
when, when
he's
it came.
thrown down to the
Right, right,
earth.
right. Exactly. No, but hold up. Wait a minute. He was cast down in the earth. Was that before the book of Job or after the book of Job? It doesn't give you a time when, because Job is supposed to be the oldest book of the Bible. So
Okay.
if that's the oldest book of the Bible, when was it written and everything else? You see what I'm saying? So now we going with that time again.
Okay. So let's back up then. We
Because
do
because
have
because
an
because so that's
identification
something
of the
that's something
signs of
that
the
we don't know.
times, though, don't we?
So, yeah, but
Don't
hold up,
don't we have a cheat code about what's happening in the sign of the time?
yeah, we do see. But when was it?
Okay.
So if Job is supposed to be the oldest book of the Bible written, when was it written, and when was these other books written? So how can Job be the oldest book? No, hold on, wait a minute.
You thinking about existence? You talking about where time don't exist? It's
Right.
irrelevant in this conversation.
No,
That's
because
irrelevant.
because if that was the case, when did Moses write Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers?
Okay,
And
hold up.
Deuteronomy.
Before we even answer that, where we at right now is we're talking about, because me and you subscribe to the Bible. We're
Right, right.
talking about information that we can actually go put a finger on. We're not talking about guesstimations and questions.
Well, we really can't put no finger on it, because if Job
We
is the
actually
oldest book,
can.
no, not really, because when were these books written? And then you got the other books, like I said, when I talk about the book of Enoch, the
Okay, the
360 books of
Revelations was written
Enoch.
before Romans. What relevance is that? It's here for us now in the end time.
Okay, just like the book of Enoch. But they took the book of Enoch and they took the Apocrypha and everything else, and they took the book of Maccabees out of the original scriptures of writing. And they
Okay,
hid
but
all these books.
hold up.
Right.
We going backwards now. We going backwards
No,
now.
no, 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 no. When you talk about we going back.
Do we get a description of the sign of the times? Do we get a
We
description?
get all of that, but you got to understand, in order for you to get the description and everything else, you got to bring the rest of the books that you don't know about into the picture.
No, you
And
don't.
see, it's no,
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, you
Yes,
don't.
you do. Because
No.
when you bring these other
But
books
why don't I need
into,
it? Why don't I need it to believe the same exact thing you believe in?
because that
Why
that
don't I
give
need it? I'm
clear, because
special.
that's clarity. Well, that's up to you. I'm giving clarity, because
I mean, see, I don't see the thing is, I don't think you need anything else. It's good to go to outside references, but when it comes to books on mankind, what's best for mankind, I don't need no other books but what's right here in front of me. I don't have access to Enoch and Jasher and Maccabees and all that. And my belief in the
and see,
person,
you don't know about those books, see,
hold
because
up. And my
okay.
belief in the being that authored that book is without doubt unquestionable. So why don't I need all those extra books, and all I have to do is go to the Gospels and hear Jesus tell me what's going to be the events going on in the end time, and then go to the Revelations to put explanation points on what Jesus already prophesied about was going to be going
Because
on.
all of those books support and they say the same thing, and they give more clearance and more credence,
I
just
don't
like
need it.
science. Well, that's on you. That's your choice. But
I don't
I'm
need it.
telling you what I'm using.
And I
I'm
don't think
telling you what I'm
nobody
using.
needs it. I think it's good to know. You know, if you're talking about a person that's seeking for knowledge unadulterated and not just knowledge for a certain destination, I think it's always good to know. But as far as needing it to strengthen my faith, I don't.
Well, see, that's on you. I mean, I don't need nothing
I
else to
don't.
strengthen my faith. That just gives me more credence to know that God is even more real, because that makes all these books, they correlate together and they talk of the same thing. That's why when Thomas came to the Ethiopian eunuch, the eunuch was like, here, this is water. Here's the scriptures. I need somebody to interpret the scriptures to me. And Thomas had to interpret the scripture to him. And they were talking the same thing. And he said, here's water. What is preventing me from being baptized? And when Thomas baptized the Ethiopian eunuch, and he believed on Jesus Christ, because the Ethiopian eunuch, when Thomas met him, was after Christ had died. But he's reading the scriptures. And it wasn't called the Bible then. It was called the book of scriptures. So the
Mm-hmm.
book was already written. The Bible was written. Why they call it the Bible written? Because it was put up under a monarch. And what was the monarch? King James. So we know King James is real.
Mm-hmm.
We know the monarch of King James is real. So that gave credence. But they changed the color, the nature, and everything else about King James, and they made him what? They whitewashed him. Said he was white. Said that he raped his mother. Said that he was homosexual. So that when we woke up, we wouldn't believe anything from King James. That's why they came to us and said, well, this is in the honor of King James and our Lord King James, and blessed us, and this is what you're supposed to follow. And you're supposed to obey your masters. And they already knew who they had. They already knew what
that's
they had.
people. But see, that's people just looking for the cover of the book. They're not really looking to see what's
Right,
in the book.
exactly. That's how we were brought into slavery. That's how we were taught. You
But see,
understand what I'm saying?
but
Okay,
see,
okay.
Brand, I mean that on more than one level. I
Right,
mean,
right,
at
right.
the same time,
Exactly, exactly.
if you're judging your knowledge on where you get your
So. Wait
knowledge
a minute.
from,
Wait a minute. Wait
from
a
the
minute.
color of a
We
person's
going back.
skin
We
and
going
what
back.
they
We going
did
back to
in their life,
time.
then you're not
We
really
are going. We're
knowledge.
going back to time. We're going back again to time. Two seeds, and we're going back to color. So all these things are coordinating together. We're going back to time, two seeds, and we're going back to color. Because if it was
All of
not
it makes no
important,
sense, bro. It makes no sense.
if it didn't
I'm
make no
talking about
sense, if
spiritual
it
matters, and you
and
talking
we
about
so if
physical
we're
matters.
talking
It makes no
spiritual
sense.
matter, if we're talking spiritual matter, then why are they hiding it?
Well, we know why they hiding it. They doing what they told to do.
Exactly, exactly.
But that's a distraction. What you describing right now, that's a distraction.
Exactly. See, but me, like I said, me and you already know.
Right.
Right. The
But
rest of
see,
them don't know.
you breaking down the racial discrimination part about it. He
I'm
was
breaking down the whole thing. I'm breaking
he
down the
was
whole
white
thing.
and he was really black.
It's
So
a
he said he did this with his daughter, his mother,
It's
and all
about
this
blood.
stuff.
It's about blood. It's
They did
about
the
blood.
same thing
Period.
with Nimrod.
It's the same thing
They say the
because
same thing about Nimrod. But
yeah.
see,
Cause Nimrod
understand
had
this.
sex with They said Nimrod had sex with his mother, and his mother had children by Nimrod. That's why when she had the child, they said this is Nimrod reborn. This
Mm-hmm.
is why she went to the rabbit, because the rabbit was the most fertile. That's where you get your Easter from. Because the rabbit is one of the most fertile seeds, and that's why they have that RN factor in their blood. They have that rabbit factor. That's why Eminem was called what? Rabbit. Ah, I don't know. That's why Eminem was called Rabbit.
Well, see all the occult secrets and stuff like that. See, I don't keep up with these people like that.
Mm.
I can identify them from a mile away. But see,
Yeah.
understand this. What
Mm.
strengthens my faith more than anything is the spirit aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
When I see people that go against the scripture, when I
Mm.
hear the anger in their voice,
Mm.
when I hear the tremble and the
All right.
hate
The
that comes
anger.
out
Yeah.
of them
Yeah. Yeah.
when they're
Yeah.
describing
Yeah.
God,
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Yeah. You right.
allows
Yeah.
me to
Right.
know
Right.
what
Right.
I'm dealing with.
Right.
See, my enemies are responsible for my belief in God,
Right.
not totally the Bible. The Bible is my cheat code, but the Bible is only the eye opener for me. It's the spirits that come up against me that I bypass, the
Right.
personalities, all of
Right.
that stuff gives me a witness that God is real.
Right. Because they come up against so hard. It's
When
like
you
it's
get
like
a person gets so
they
mad,
anger. Right. You talking about God? What are you talking about him for?
man, when you drinking and you bring it up
Right.
in front of people
Man, I don't want to hear that, man. Now why
and
I'm
they
doing
tell
this?
you that you messing up their buzz,
Yeah. Yep.
see, that's the thing that
Right.
makes me feel God.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
When I hear people that have a platform and they giving you truths, but they can't hate but to throw some type of slur, some type of disrespect Jesus way. Yet they spitting out all kind of truths. That
Yep.
gives me the witness that God is real, that the scriptures is real.
Yep.
That's what motivates me to use the scriptures in my everyday life because the
Yep.
spirit that comes against it.
It's like a catalyst.
See, understand this. The Bible hates, or should I say the author of the Bible hates bringing up contentions amongst brothers.
Exactly. Yep.
Hates
There should
that.
be no contention. Right. It should be no contention.
Now, see, when we say brother, now that was written in Proverbs.
Mm-hmm.
So we fast forward to the here and now. Brothers would be someone in like faith, right? Or somebody that's the same bloodline as you, right? That would be brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all of these so-called people that believe the same thing, but you got all these different denominations.
Yeah.
You see, something's wrong somewhere. How can you believe in the same thing and have 100 different denominations? How can you pay your tithe, your tithes, or whatever they call it, to a person that don't even believe the same thing you believe?
That's the confusion part. That's where that confusion comes in at, and because he sows the discord, like you said, among the brethren, all this discord,
So
and that's
giving
what God.
all your power, all your resources, and I'm not saying all, is saying all, but I'm saying a nice bundle amount of it to an entity that believes the opposite, basically, on what you believe.
And a lot of people don't know. And a lot of people don't know that because they're thinking that they're following the truth and everything else.
Their belief is the Madonna.
Yeah.
And the child.
Mm-hmm.
No different than Nimrod.
Yep.
In his mother.
It is anything.
Or is it Tammuz, the one that she birthed?
Right. And see, that's another. All those are false idols. And see, Lucifer doesn't care how as long as he doesn't get you to believe in Jesus Christ, in God, that's fine with him. So whoever else you believe in, as long as it's not Jesus Christ and as long as it's not God, is good with him because those are idols.
Mm-hmm.
If he can get you away from that, that's why he wanted to.
You notice, look at what the other gods say. The other gods don't mind you having other gods.
Right.
It's only this one God that mind.
Right. Because he's the creator of it.
You see what I'm saying? See,
and he told you, he said, I'm a jealous God. He said, I'm a jealous God. He said, I made
give me my strength and my faith.
Right.
Because when I see the way the enemies move,
woo, don't they move?
It just make me know. It just lets me know that I'm on the right track.
Exactly.
When you get a platform like this, and you got to watch certain things you say, and you pay your own bills, you spend your own time, you use your own resources to do your own thing.
Oh, wait.
You got to watch what you say.
Since you said that, let me give you all greetings and thank you very much for keeping the channel alive and everything else, because I know that it's a lot of work that goes into keeping, maintaining, and operating a channel, and I'm learning what it takes, just by sitting back watching you and looking at other viewers and everything else, and learning about what goes on and the attack that comes with these things. So, I applaud you. Because you already gave me heads up, because when you do start the channel and everything else, I'm like, well, I ain't gonna be able to maintain or nothing like that, because when you do a channel, you do a platform, you got to be dedicated to that. I mean, you got to be with that every day. I say, hey, I'm retired. I ain't with that dead. That's how I've been fighting out here for over the past 25 years with these demons. I said, I'm about to go into another fight. I'm like, okay, let me get this man on the platform, get him the stuff that he needs. He can get set up. He get all that out. He can have all that glory. See, that's what I'm saying. People want your glory. You understand what I'm saying? People get jealous of you. Right. But they don't know the price that you got to pay. And the stuff that you got to put into it.
That's why they ain't gonna keep it long.
Right.
So they can have it. They can take it. They can, do what they want to with it. And
that's the dedication.
you saying that to me, man. Let me. I got a thorn in my flesh, man. I got a thorn in my flesh.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to go ahead and get this off, man, before I even get anywhere near tired or, anything. I extended the olive branch to this content creator some time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I went over to her channel. I rapped the taste with her, and I let her know that I like what she was doing. I like her personality. She was a part of AOV. No matter how many times I heard her say she wasn't. AOV is my god brother's his family on here, right?
Okay.
So I let her know, and I've heard her throw it down before, say she's not with him no more. And I never brought that up against her. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feel how they feel.
Right.
But I go to her channel tonight. She usually mess with the UK people over there.
Okay.
And she on their timeline, plus she in California.
Okay.
So I never really get her live.
Now, what part of the UK? Now, you talking about the United Kingdom, or you're talking about the Ukraine?
United Kingdom.
Okay,
She messed
but
with
not the
people over
Ukraine.
there. No,
But
not
not the Ukraine.
United
Oh,
Kingdom.
okay. All right. Okay. All right.
So I'm I'm showing her some support, pull up, and she didn't even know I was in her chat. I spoke to her mods and everybody in the chat and whatnot. And she said, well, King Curl in my chat, or I can't see him. I blocked him. And I'm thinking, like, why would she block me? So she says she blocked me because I said something about, basically, bro, her and another content creator that I like have been getting into it with each other for a nice little while. And I was just letting everybody know that this other girl, I like her, and I like, my girl, I'm not in no women. I'm not in nobody beef. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in nobody beef. So when I pulled up over there on her channel tonight, she said that I had something to say about her with somebody else, and she blocked me and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, huh? So, I tried to pull up on her, ask her about these allegations and whatnot. She got a content he's sometime he content creator, but his name is Mayor Detroit. I hollered at him. I said, hey, bro, you gonna let her accuse me of something I'm not into? And the brother said, hey, man, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? So I've been thinking about that here and again since I encountered that a little over an hour ago, a little over an hour and 15, 20 minutes ago, right after you called me. I mean, right before you called me, I experienced that. So hold on, let me get ready and lay this down. So what's about to get ready and happen, bro, is I'm about to get
You
on
about to rise up.
I'm gonna go ahead and get on my horse.
Yeah, you about to rise up. That's what you.
And I'm gonna go ahead and create this other channel.
Right. See, and that's good. See, and that's what you needed, so you can get
and
it. Go ahead and create.
I'm just gonna simply draw a line in the sand.
Right.
That's
you
all
needed
I'm
that.
doing. I'm gonna draw a line in the sand.
Right. That's
And
good.
anybody that got a problem with me,
right,
should be able to approach me because I ain't hard to find. I'm not unapproachable. I'm the brokest man in Detroit, so
that's
it's
right.
just as easy as walking to your corner store.
That's good as happened.
Head out there talking about let me get a cigarette.
That's good. That's good. It happened to you. See, because now that's the only way you gonna go up is when you get hurt because you've been sitting in that spot too long. You supposed to be blew up a long time ago.
It kind of saddens me.
No.
It saddens me because my purpose on here.
You rising up. People don't want you to rise up. You know that. People didn't want you to get the channel. People weren't supporting you.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, it ain't even about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to open eyes and save lives.
Yo, do you understand? Exactly. It's not about you. It's what you bring in and who you support and who's behind you and what you standing for. We don't want to hear your sense because you making sense. We talk nonsense, but you bringing credence. So when you bring credence, you bring truth. Oh, I heard you say something. And see, and if it wasn't about them, the other creators and everything else, and they're going to show you what they're not about, because why, like you said, why would they block you? Why can't you take criticism? And you
I
should.
mean, the sad part of it, man.
No, I'm talking about.
I don't even.
I'm talking about them, right?
Stuff. I'm trying to tell you, it's not even a possibility.
Right.
That I slipped up and said something.
You said you not right. You said
shit ain't what.
This is what's going on. You said that you are not part of anybody's beat. So if you're not part of anybody's beat, that means you're not on my side. So if you're supposed to be my boy, my homeboy, my G, my down dog, but you ain't supposed to like that person. You're supposed to go with me. You understand what I'm saying? But you like, no. I ain't in none of that. Oh, if you ain't in none of it, oh, then you ain't a part of it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got to block you because you don't feel the same thing I feel. See, you got to understand. The enemy wants you to feel the same way that he feels. That's all about Lucifer, because Lucifer wants you to feel the same way that he feels about God. That's why he does the things that he do.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to understand, when you are rising up out of the water, you know what I'm saying? You are of this world, but you are not what? King Carl? Part of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you keep trying to tell him. I'm of this world, but I ain't part of this world. I ain't part of that. Oh, you ain't? Oh, you ain't gonna be, you ain't gonna have nothing against them? Oh, nigga, I got the, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Beef.
Mm-hmm.
And because you're not a part of this world, then you are enemies to my beef. You ain't doing me no good because you don't believe the same thing I believe. And you telling them, hey, it's not about all that. If you got on this content, you supposed to be doing this here. You ain't supposed to be all into that. You understand people pride.
Let me tell you the reason. I done seen these people beef like cats and dogs on Monday.
Right.
That next Monday, they brothers and sisters.
Right. And you ain't for all that.
And I'm in the middle of it. I'm still at war. These people cool with each other.
And see, you ain't trying to be all that.
So
that's why you
involve myself in that.
Right. See, that's why I don't get into, like I said, my kids' relationship. That's why I'm getting to my kids' relationship. That's why I'm getting to my kids' relationship.
Brother just saying, hey, he ain't into that type of stuff. The brother
everybody is not mature. That's why I don't get into my kids' relationships.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't get into my kids' relationship. Oh, they did this, they did that. No, I don't get into none of that. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Whatever you into, that's you. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got time to hear. I say, because you already know what's going on, what's supposed to do. I'm like, I'm have beef with him. Next thing I know, y'all back together. You doing everything else.
Yeah.
You don't never get into it. See, because right, because that's a relationship. So that's how I take it, like a relationship. No, y'all lovers. That's how I look at it. No. When you talk to other people, and you say you're not a part of that, that means y'all lovers. You see what I'm saying? Y'all fell out, but y'all was cool at one minute. Now y'all this here, and because you want to bring me into something, you see what I'm saying? And I'm saying I'm not a part of it. And see, that's why my kids cut me off on a lot of things, because I said I'm not part of your beef. I'm not part of your beef with what you have and everything else. And see, that was the one thing that my wife had always tried to bring me into, even though she went out there, because you got to remember, my wife is like a child, and I can use her as a catalyst. And because they like to start beef and they like to keep things going, you see, they'll do any and everything to start things, get things going, then try to draw you into it. But when you say I ain't got nothing to do with it, that's why when you shut everything down and you disassociate yourself, you ain't got nothing to do with this here, you ain't got nothing to do with my beef, blah 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 blah. And see, now you become any and everything. I'm in everything on the internet, in her blog and everything else, along with the kids' blog. I'm blackballed. I'm the worst father in the world. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I beat her, I slammed her, I fooled around on her, I did all kind of stuff to her. And if that was the case, you can't find a bruise or a mark on her body. And if that was the case, I ain't been to jail not once. And everybody know I had her since she was 13. So if that's the case, which a lot of people don't know, which she hadn't told those people was on that blog, how come I ain't been to jail yet? If I did all these things to you, you feel me? But when she gets into thing, and I don't reach my hand back out there to get her because that's what she's used to me doing, coming to get her, coming to rescue her, and I refuse.
See, my
That
thing
makes
is
people
this,
mad,
man.
right?
My
But
thing is
that makes
this.
people mad because you refuse to get into their beef.
My
You see what I'm
thing is
saying?
this, man.
Right.
I carry myself
Right.
with a certain grace.
Right.
I'm always against liars. I'm always against the frauds. I'm always against the snakes.
Because
You
you don't get
understand?
into, because you don't crawl into that pit with them.
I don't listen.
Right.
I've been seeing these people flip the script so many times, man, in the
Right.
year. Where
Because
the
you're
last
not
2
with them.
years I just been
Right.
stepping back and
They
let
can't
people
draw.
throw their
Right.
rocks at each other.
They
Let
can't.
them
They can't.
do
They
their
can't
thing.
draw you in, but they want you in there. Do you feel me?
Well, I'm not going.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, and because you're not going, that makes them mad because they can't get to you. They
Well, they
can't
can
get
say
next
that
to
all they
you.
want. I'm not deviating from my purpose.
Right,
I'm
right. And
sticking to
see,
my
that's
purpose.
what makes
It's what makes me
people
feel good.
mad.
I be seeing these people so mad and upset on here, and I be like, man, I hope they having fun.
Right.
I hope they not
Um.
mad and upset for real.
Oh
I
man, look,
refuse.
this
I
song.
refuse to let myself get pulled into anything that I'm not sure of. I refuse. And anybody, that feels some type of way about me not getting involved in beefs, hey, do what you got to do. Feel how you got to feel. I may speak on things, but when two women going at it, two women that I associate myself with, I'm not about to type nothing. I'm not about to say nothing against the other woman. I don't understand how my name would even be in that type of conversation. I'm like clearly outspoken. I clearly don't bite my tongue when I got something to say. I don't like to see people I like go against each other.
Well,
In a
that's
lot of
because
instances, I don't even know people be going against each other
you
because I have
because
my entertainment, people
right.
that I frequent. And a lot of times I don't even see the people that I am subscribed to. I don't even see when they go live or I miss their lives. And I try to let them know in some form of fashion that I went in there, I gave you a view. I put a thumbs up for you. You know what I'm saying? Something.
Right.
But for you to insert me and put a tag on me that I'm not worthy of and negative tag at that,
Because
I find that real offensive.
you are not part of the beef. I can't get you drawn in. I can't get you
And I
thinking
hear
like
all
I'm
these
thinking.
people say stuff about this lady, and I
Right.
step to her and I let her know I got your back.
No,
I don't care.
no,
Listen, I told
no.
her,
You weren't supposed to
hold up,
step to
hold up,
nobody
hold
like
up, hold up. Let me
you.
get this out, man. Let me get this out.
You supposed to
I
be
sat
against
there and
them.
let her know that despite what nobody say about you, I don't care about you making mistakes.
Man,
I don't care
no.
about you being human.
No. You
I'm
ain't
here
supposed to say
for you.
that. You ain't supposed to say all that. You supposed to be what I want you to believe.
No, man. I'm a Christ follower. I don't just say this, man. I'm about this life.
Nah,
I'm
see.
about this life, man. I don't just
That's
say
why.
that.
That's why you got to go because I want to hear that. I want you to be on the same level I'm at.
Nah, we got to say that for the demons. All my energy is reserved for demons, man.
See, I
They get
can't deal with you.
animated.
See,
Listen,
see,
man. Most
no,
of
you
these
too much
people
light.
animated. They
You too much
animated
light.
by demons and don't even know.
You are too much light. We don't like
I
light.
got to save my reservoir for those. I can't go after no people.
You got too much
They can
light.
come after me all they want.
You got too
Hey,
much
Mean
light.
Mary Jane, thanks for pulling up on me. Yeah,
You got
but
too
to
much
be
light.
given a title that I find totally disgusting,
Well, get used to it because you blowing up and see
totally
because
disgusting.
well see you go expect more because as you uh pull off more of the old man and put on the new man, you know what I'm saying? That's why Christ looked at his disciples and said, "Will you go also?" And Peter said, "Where will we go? You know, you got the truth." So yeah, so those that started with you, if they're not with you now, they weren't supposed to be with you in the first place. They may started with you, but they're not with us anymore. You understand? So they're not of truth, and you're talking truth. And but you know, people got chips on their shoulders. You know, I got this page and I got this here, and I'm talking to people all over the world. And if it wasn't for the internet, you wouldn't be able to talk to people all over the world. And he don't know who I am, and he ain't going with me, and I'm right. And see that I'm right complex and you wrong. And why don't you feel the same way I feel? And you're saying I'm not a part of that. Well, if you're not a part of it, then you can't be with me because you don't feel what I feel.
Well, see, first of all, I don't like to see none of the people that I like go at each other.
They don't care about nothing about that. We got to be.
I find it a waste of content because
Yeah,
instead of hearing something different, I got two content creators, sometimes three and four,
right,
talking about the same thing,
right,
talking
right,
about warring with each other. I like
right,
difference. I like contrast. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
I like a vividness. I like to be all types of stuff to go explore, not just
right.
one particular thing out of four different people.
Nah, nah.
That ain't me, man. That ain't
Man,
me.
I got to keep this here going, man. This is what I like. This look, this is my daily bread now. This,
Yeah, yeah, man. See,
that's
the
my
thing is, you know what I'm saying? You gotta see it for yourself, man. It's unbelievable.
no. I
It's
believe you because, like I
unbelievable.
said, that's why I let you have it because you got to be a different type of person, and you got to be strong minded because like you said, once you put yourself
No,
out there,
I'm gonna
you
do that.
open yourself up. You open yourself up. Not only in the neighborhood, you open yourself up worldwide. And because you came in there with truth and content, and you came in there, you had a standard. That first of all, how do you have a standard? How dare you have a standard and stick by it? That's the first thing. Because, like you said, they they'll fight one minute and be back together, hugging and loving each other next, and they'll still have you on the end of the rope, thinking they still beefing. That was last time. Oh, well, I'm beefing with this person this time. Then when you come up off the ropes, and okay, well, you back cool with that person. Oh, well, no, now we beefing again. You ain't got time for that confusion. Like you said, you step back and let folks fight out, do whatever else. And then when you come in there with some sense, like y'all shouldn't be doing this. Who are you to tell that what we supposed to be doing? How you gonna come in here with this standard and not be a part of it? You see, so you putting them to open shame when you come in there with that standard, and that makes you dangerous. But this here phone is about to die. I got to get me a new thing on to charge this up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Oh shoot, man, we've been talking for what 2 hours almost.
I want to have.
No, man.
You say you got a charger cord?
No, I gotta get a new cord because this thing is down 6%. It ain't been charging.
Oh,
This thing ain't been charging, and I'm messing with it. That's why I went on mute for a minute, try to see what's going on with this thing. This thing is not charging up on this phone. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know if I dropped it or did whatever else. But I'm down to 4%.
Well, go ahead and click off right quick, man. Charge it right quick and come back up before I get
It
out.
ain't even charging. It's not even doing that because the light is not even coming on.
No, it's probably because you moving it around. You probably got to put it in and set it down. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I thought I was doing because I had it on the vent. I had it on the vent. I was holding on the vent, and that's what it was charging. That's what I usually would talk to you from
Yeah.
the vent. That's just charging up, but it's down to 4%. It's not even charging. It's not even doing nothing. Because the light's supposed to come on when I put this in here. But it's not even doing that.
Yeah, well, you probably just got to be what you got the earphones in there.
Yep.
You probably just what you do is just try it. Just turn it off for a hot second, plug it up, and see if you see that boy jump on, and just give it about 15 minutes so you can just drain the rest of that out instead of just waiting for it forever. You know what I'm saying? Just give it about 15. See if it's charging for you. Give it about 15 minutes and come back up. Because I still got a little thorn in my flesh. I need to get out anyway. I'll make sure I stick around for you.
All right, it's down to 3. I mean, I'm gonna get on my phone, and this thing here is.
Well, see if you could come through on your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead and turn that one off now, and come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like I was saying, kind of got hit with a stomach punch today. You know, I stepped to a content creator who I've been supporting for the most part since I've been on here. Showed nothing but the utmost respect. You know, I see this individual beefing with this person here, this person there. I never got off into the mix. You know, I felt like, you know, people get on here and they do what they want to do. You know what I mean? If a person don't want to beef, they don't beef. A person want to beef, they beef. So I never judge a person for that. I just know what I'm not on here for. And the individual put me in the middle of them and somebody else's beef. And I actually had the nerve to say I said something against them. So I stepped to my homeboy, who's a moderator in their channel, on their channel. And I say, hey, you gonna let this happen? I'm being accused of something that I detest. And the brother told me, my homeboy, and you know, hey, that's why I say I really don't give a damn about titles. I say, hey man, you know, you gonna tell her to put that link down, let's have a conversation about this, or can you relay the message? And the brother say, man, that's on you. Take it with you. When I go upstairs, I'll leave. Well, don't put it back over there. Man, won't you do what you're doing? Buddy about to get beat up on I'm about to be hung for that too, right? Now, like I was saying, you know, I'm hung up to dry for nothing. Just for simply sitting on the sideline. I see people throwing stones at each other. They in no way trying to hit me. In fact, they waving to me saying, hey, get out the way. Watch out before you catch this. And I just politely get out the way. I've seen too many people go to war and turn right back around and be cool with each other. My last straw was with the old man. I was supporting a content creator that was coming at him hard. And she was giving me the impression like she was really coming at him until some secret tapes came out. They had been talking to each other the whole time. So I live, I learn. I'm hard-headed, but I ain't no dummy. So when I see something over a certain amount of time, I learn from it. I learn from it. And I take a step back. I mean, people victim beef with. and nigga turn right back around and be cool with him? How many times a person got to go through that before they learn? I learned. Step the fuck back. Shut up. If you don't like what's going on, go find something else to do. So for this year, for this to happen after the learning process, I'm appalled. I'm appalled. Whenever I hear my name in the midst of something that's not right, I'm always trying to pull up. Hold up, let's get this understanding straight now. You say what now? Care about that book bag, man. Go on. I know, lunchbox. That's sweet. By the time it came.
I just ordered it.
Oh, I thought you told me you didn't order it.
I ordered another one.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh.
You straight.
I ordered a black one. A little small.
I'm like that. That's gonna be nice for them.
I got this off that coupon.
The rest of the time, if they even allowed to go back to school. Mm-hmm. But yeah. See now, if this person befriended me, if they came at me with an olive branch, I can understand it a little bit better. But see me, once I extend my hand, tell you with my own mouth that I will never come up against you, I will never speak to you against you if you do something wrong in front of everybody else, and that I have your back. See, I don't go against that. I don't deviate from that. You understand what I'm saying? See, I'm not a hypocrite. Not today. Maybe a year ago, maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, maybe. Not today. I know too much about this world. I knew too much about deceit. I know enough to know that I don't want to sit on the side of deceivers. Not unless we're talking about the scriptures. We talk about the scriptures, I can tolerate your presence. Other than that, I'm gone. And I looked on my subscriber board today. I want to put this out there too while I got this roving around right now. I will always treat my subscribers with the utmost respect. I will always stand in my own excrement if need be. If I do something wrong and I'm corrected, I'm going to take that correction and I'm going to apologize and I'm going to move on. I was using a word the wrong way. And somebody thought that I was going to take it disrespectful for them correcting the word I was using. And I assured that brother that I appreciate you. Thank you. I don't want you to think that oh no, brother, I think the exact opposite of negativity when it comes to correction. I'm a fan. I promise to always do that because I am privy to the knowledge of being an imperfect human. I'm going to fall short somewhere at some time. I'm going to stumble. I'm going to fall. But what am I going to do when I fall? Am I going to lay there and wallow in it? Or am I going to get back up? choose to step better. Watch where I'm going a little bit better. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, no disrespect to nobody, but I am not a troll. I don't do troll shit. If I'm interested in you, I'm gonna come check you out. I'm gonna come sit and I'm gonna listen to what you got to say. I'm gonna see if you can hold my attention. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a conversation that I want to be involved in or that I'm interested in. I'm not going to come with somebody else's name or somebody else's picture or image and pretend I'm somebody else. That shit is filth to me. That shit is so far beneath me, there isn't a word for it. My God brother is the king of trolls. I don't believe in that shit. I don't judge either, but I don't believe in it. If I don't dislike you, which it ain't many people on here that I do dislike, and I see that you have a channel, I'm going to come see what you're talking about. I'm going to get to know you. What better way to get to know somebody than to sit there and listen to them? That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to sneak around. I'm not going to pretend I like you. I'm not with the fake shit. Makes my skin crawl. It's enough fake motherfuckers on here. They don't need one more. Although it's thousands coming every day, I'm not one of them. Finally went on Chucky Cartel's show today. Didn't have much to say. I did have much to say, but his story, his conversation was about something totally different. I was trying to understand where he get the idea that I was trolling for somebody. See, my stance and my defense from my God brother have been the same way since he came to Detroit. Ain't nothing different. I talk shit to him. I protect him. See, I've been on here long enough to know that he don't need my help. He don't need my protection on here. Yeah, I may block a person too. You know, if I don't know them and they coming crazy, they derailing the show. But I ain't blocked nobody in quite some time. That ain't fun no more. When I do, I'm usually just trying to be an asshole because I feel like being an asshole, but that's been a while now. That's not fun no more. I like going back and forth a little bit more. Or should I say way more than I like blocking people. I like to make a motherfucker kiss the ring finger. I don't like shooting them. I like that up close and personal. You know, the chopping off the head ain't really, my thing no more. Then I done opened up a platform of my own for anybody that got anything that they need to get off their chest with me, or instead of or insinuating or just flat out lying, saying that I said wrong things about them, when the fact of the matter is that's probably the furthest thing from the truth I ever heard. It's probably more further from the truth than the Bible being fake. So I just ask you this. If anybody felt like I disrespect them, spoke against them while they're in the beef with somebody else. See, a fact I want to point out is that Cookie pointed me to half the people that I visit in the beef sector. Cookie has gotten into it with several of them. When Cookie got into it with them, did I stop visiting their channels? I don't think so. Still go through. I done seen these people get into it with each other and start back being cool with so many times. I just leave it up to that. But I'm not going to meet nobody like somebody and just stop visiting them because they're into it with the person that introduced me to them. Human mistakes are human mistakes. Some people forgive them, some people don't. That my enemy is your enemy is my enemy shit, that shit dead. That shit don't work. I done used that construct so many times it ain't even funny. And it never worked. What do work is Jehovah's words. Now see, that ain't never came back void. God's word always worked. But this an enemy of my enemy is my friend shit. That's one of the biggest fabrications I ever heard. It never worked. Probably one of the worst go-to strategies I ever seen. And that's mainly because I actually tested that strategy over several times. Still got the same results. You know, I'm a hard-head nigga now. Should have learned from the first time, but maybe it was something I did wrong. Yeah. And that's why I'm so solid with her, because she understands this. And I hear people try to use that against her all the time. And I'm sitting right there in her chat like, nah, you got to come with something better than that. Because one thing she don't do is condemn people for messing around with people she don't mess around with. She's sitting there waiting for you to agree with some bull crap. Yeah, who wouldn't be? And I go through there. I give my support when they at war with each other, and I get up out of there. I stick around for a minute so they don't think I just came through. Oh, no lazy shit. Listen, if I say I like you, I don't like you because somebody else introduced me to you. I like you because I was introduced to you. I came and checked you out myself, and I gave you my stamp of approval. Not the other way around. See, what I put in mind, I say, well, I like this person. So if this person's saying, referring me to this other person, they can't be too much different. So I go check you out for myself. I get my own feel. And if I like you, I like you. Whether you make me laugh, whether you got good conversation, whether the words you say catchy, or if I like you, I like you. I'm not no clone. I'm not no robot. You can't instruct me on how to use my free will. I use it the way I choose to. And that's why I fuck with people like Buddy Lee. That's why I fuck with these people hardcore. Buddy Lee said you being petty if you laugh when somebody talking about something you like if it's funny. So that lets me know he don't give a fuck. He don't even care about that aspect of it. That's real nigga shit, man. That's real shit. I see you in whoever chat. And me, y'all, I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't even care. If you choose to talk about me behind my back, so what? I don't give a fuck. I don't even care. I'm nobody. I'm a grain of sand. I claim Christ. So for me to think it's going to be an easy street, that's me being naive. That's the human side. But me, I ain't never had nothing to say wrong about RE in her face. So I would never say nothing to her about her behind her back. I would never involve myself in a beef I know nothing about. I came at Diva Tomboyish when she initially came after Vic a few years ago. I learned from that. I apologized to her. And because I apologized to her in front of everybody, my girl RE took that as disrespect to her. And I can't understand the wisdom behind that. In turn, all I was doing is saying, hey, ladies, I like both of y'all. But y'all know, if y'all don't know, y'all about to find out. I'm not in the middle of this shit. I didn't even know it was some shit. But I know now. And I get visits by some strange people right before they go after people that I do like. See, I'm like my man, just say use me till you use me up. If I'm a person that's gonna be used, go ahead, have fun. Have fun, enjoy. I'm happy I can be of use to you. And you ain't got to worry about me doing it back to you. See, I don't want to share in what you got coming back to you. I don't want to share in that. But you do what you choose to do, what you need to do. Do what you got to do. Just don't expect me to return the favor to you. Just don't expect me to play that game with you, because you're going to be greatly disappointed. Those are games I don't play. I don't even get mad at them. I just observe them. If anybody around me, I talk to them about it. And then it's nothing until the next time it happens. When I get tired of you using me for messed up reasons, I'll let you know. But until then, have at it. Have at it. Just understand that what goes up must come down, and what goes around comes back around. And when you know better and you still do wrong, you get it even more hard when it comes back to you. See, I don't want no parts. See, I know how it feel to do wrong and have that same wrong come back to you. It don't feel good. Make you want to kill yourself. And I mean that literally. Until you realize you bringing all the shit that you hate and despise, you bringing all this shit on yourself. Nobody doing this to you but you. See, when I realized that, I realized I needed help. And I need more help than a pill, than some doctor. I needed something stronger. And that's when I met Christ. And he been on my mind ever since I met him, ever since I know the truth about him. Even when I found out about him and went back out in the world and did God knows what, still thought about him. So I'm just saying, family, you know, bad association spoil youthful habits. Anybody feel like I wronged them, like I'm talking about them behind their back, Like I'm inserting myself in their beef. I put my StreamYard in the chat. Talk about it. Talk about it. I'm very approachable. I'll mute my mic. I'll let you say what you need to say. Get off what you need to get off. With no disrespect. You can call me everything but a child of God. I won't disrespect you. I have no reason to. I have no ill will against nobody on here. I wish no hurt. You know, I heard people say I wish death. That's not me. That's not me. Stop being a hypocrite, y'all. You mad at me for the company I keep. And that company just so happened to be at war with you. Tomorrow they'll be at war with somebody else. Judge me for what I do. Judge me for what I say. How I act. Do I show you respect everywhere I see you? Do I speak to you? Didn't I hear you block me because you heard what you wanted to hear? And then I seen you read your chat. I seen you read what was going on. I seen you read what Mayor said. Mayor told you to drop that mic and you didn't even drop it. The same way you did when I came trying to warn you with you know something? I just had a premonition. Wow. So check this out. At the 1 minute and 57 mark, this is what I'm talking about. I pulled up on you and ZX was over there trying to wiggle his way over there up on you. He started feeling some heat. He started trying to act like he liked it you or he wanted to come around you, right? I got wind of it. Came over there and tried to talk to the sister. Just warning her. Because see, previous to all this, y'all, I pulled up on her and told her I had her back. That she ain't got to worry about me ever being one of the people that attack her. So dig what happened. I pulled up over there and I'm typing her chat and I'm saying, hey, baby, watch out for this dude. He ain't to be trusted. He don't care about nobody. He's a liar. All the stuff she already know. So I know she see what I'm saying in the chat because right after that, I tried to hit her link. And I heard her say she was about to go and somebody was in her chat saying, hey, Curl trying to hit your link. And her words that came out her mouth was, why? He want to hit my link. What he want? I know she seen what I put in the chat because she say, it ain't about all that shit. It's about building. Because I was in the chat saying, watch out. Be aware. All the stuff she already know. But, you know, this is the type of stuff I do with the people I call my people. I'm a protector. So when she said that, I think she thought I did personally take it some type of way, but I only took it like, hey, man, just mind your business. I didn't take it negatively towards her or make me look at her a different way. And I think that's what she think. Because this behavior caught me totally off guard, pulling off in her chat and hearing that she blocked me. Why would she block me? Of all people. And me just sitting here talking to y'all about this, it just brought that memory back. And I'm thinking maybe she thought I felt some type of way about that interaction because I haven't tried to hear her link since. But see, whether my feelings was hurt or anything like that, at the end of the day, I'm a man. I don't sit there and ponder and sit on disagreements or somebody said to me wrong. And I just see, I understand it's the way a lot of these people is on this platform, but judge me by my works. Don't judge me by somebody else's work. Don't hold me accountable for what somebody else did. Hold me accountable for what I did. You ain't seen me do this. I get cool with Diva. Diva come back to the scene. I get cool with her. I'm letting her know, hey, I thought something happened to you. You know, last time I seen you, I was aggressive towards you because you was coming at my brother. Hey, baby, I'm sorry. I've learned a lot since I last seen you, and I'm just so happy to see you in the land of the living. And ain't nothing happened to you bad. This what I'm expressing to Diva. And somehow RE hear that and she make it like I'm taking Diva's side or something. I mean, don't y'all know Diet Melanin is the only one on this platform besides Vic that got contact, that got a way to see my family and to do the worst dirt in the world? I gave Diet Melanin that. Diet Melanin have not seen me get in the middle of her beef. I have not spoke up for Diva whatsoever. Diva know I have not spoke up for Diet Melanin. If I spoke up and say anything, it was about peace. Because these two people that I like, they going against each other and I don't like it. I'm hoping at the end of the day that they just having fun. I'm hoping ain't nothing being taken personal. I'm hoping they just having fun. But Diet is my boo. I heard a lot of people say she did a lot of scandalous stuff. Well, she ain't done it to me. And we have went against each other. We have had different opinions for the last 2 years. Her or her husband hasn't did anything wrong to me. Have I spoke up for Diet? Have I spoke up for Diva Tomboys? I know Diet way more, way longer. So when RE said that about me, it hurt my feelings. Because that ain't something, that's not a practice that I participate in. That snake shit, that fraud shit, that weak shit. I detest that. So at the end of the day, I only got something to say to one person. Because this one person, he may not admit to it, but he watched my moves. And I'm talking about Mayor of Detroit. He watched my moves. He know good and damn well when he was beefing with Suge, when he was beefing, and he know I frequent these people channel. He know I don't even get down with getting off and no motherfucking beef. And for this brother, yeah, he was out having fun, but he was well aware of what the fuck was going on. For this brother, for me to relay this message to this brother, and this brother just say, hey man, that's on you, I had a problem with him. Ain't got a problem with RE. Because that could have got nipped in the bud right there on the spot. The same here. If I see somebody accuse that man of something I know that's uncharacteristics of him, or something that I was there to see him do something and somebody say he did something else, I wouldn't have sat back and let somebody accuse him of something he didn't do. But that's just the real nigga in me. I ain't gonna sit back and let nobody accuse him of something I was there to eyewitness him do. See, this day in particular, I'm being called out on. All of us was on a panel. All of us was around each other. We know what the fuck going on. But because they beefing with somebody that I mess around with, oh, we're gonna put the brick wall up. Oh, y'all want to play that game, huh? We're gonna set an alliance against him. Fuck the truth. He cool with such and such and such and such, and we don't fuck with him. So y'all want to play that game with me? Really? See, I'm a provider of truth on this platform. Yeah, y'all see me try to dog check the shit out of DX, or people that come and play in rooms that I'm in, and people try to come throw off the whole show. What I come for? Yeah, y'all seen me stand up, talk some shit. But when you have a person or people that's frequently around you that have the opportunity to nip bullshit in the bud, and instead of for doing that, just let it go ahead and play out. Just let a lie go ahead and manifest itself. Oh, I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that. And I'm not allowing nobody to get in my beef. See, I don't have to go pull Vic's coat string and say, hey, man, these people, this, that, and the other. I ain't got to do that. For all, well, Vic do say he look at my videos, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You good doxing motherfuckers know how to bring up people past. See, the worst things in my past is the reason I'm a motherfucking mountain. It's the reason. So you niggas want to set up alliance to uphold a lie when y'all know I'm being accused of something, a game that I don't even subscribe to? Okay. I'm your huckleberry. And remember, we're going to etch this in stone. Because I tried to clear this up when I heard this false accusation come out there. I tried to clear this up. I stayed off in that chat for a good 20, 25 more minutes before I had to come do my own live. And the only reason I started my live early is because my brother Mongoose called and said, basically let me know, ain't no more running, nigga. I'm rested. What's up? Let's talk. The reason I said it for 105 was because of him. And he let me know he was ready early. So I'm kicking it with my brother. I can't do nothing but think about this false accusation while I'm kicking it with my brother about real shit. And everything just playing over in my mind like, wow, like this just actually happened. And then I tap my homeboy, somebody that stayed right in the same city as me. Tap him on the shoulder. Hey, man, holla at your girl, man. She accusing me something I ain't even cool with. Oh, no, man, that's on you, man. You did. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Oh, yeah? Okay. Okay. Gotcha. That's cool. And see, motherfuckers wonder why fucked up shit happened to them and around them. Yeah, you got this, you know, you got monetary shit going for you. Yeah, you can do what all you got to do, live the life that whatever. You be better than a normal motherfucker. You got that, okay? You can be that. But see, nigga, I'm some shit that money can't buy. Money can't buy what I am. I'm the realest motherfucker you gonna ever feel. Fuck no. Because you can't get to know me, nigga. Ain't no truth in you. If you met me, you wouldn't even like me. You find a reason to get the fuck away from me because that's what people like me do. That's what we do. And we don't do it on purpose. It's just that motherfucking power be so motherfucking hard that you just feel some type of way when I'm in your presence. See, I'm about that, man. You bringing up my criminal history, you doing your usual doxing thing, gonna get me paid. I've been through the traps out there for you niggas. Just take a bite, please. Put my real name out there. The people that I know that's known for doxing, just so I can see what's in a motherfucker's heart. You understand what I'm saying? I want to see what's in your heart. So I give you access to me just to see what the fuck you gonna do with it. See, me giving access to diet, that wasn't a mistake. That wasn't a mistake. When I did that, I heard all types of people accusing diet of being scurvy and scandalous and this, that, and the other. But I liked it, her. She reminded me of my family, my sisters. And hear her all loud and shit. I like her. Here, let me get my first taste. Let me put my first magnet out here. And here it is almost 3 years later. And Lord knows it's just like night and day. Everybody I find a liking to is trying to beef with somebody I like, and vice versa. And I'm like, oh shit, I got another content creator that I like into it with another content creator. What the fuck? Damn. Is it just me? But what I do, I sat back and I seen these people befriend each other. You understand? I seen them I seen them go against each other hardcore. And weeks later, I see them chilling like villains with each other. So I learned, man, just shut the fuck up, step the fuck back, and let nature take its course. I mean, if I'd have listened to the King of Trolls, I would have never got involved emotionally in shit. No way. Going against niggas coming at him and he right cool with the niggas. What the fuck? But he let me know, bro, yeah, it's real life, but it ain't real life. Real life, but it ain't real life. Can't take these people serious like you would your next door neighbor or something like that. You can't take the threat serious. And nigga, Lord forbid you get upset when somebody call you out your name. Because if you do, you need to hang this motherfucker up and never visit it again. Never participates in the chats. Never hit a panel. You let the shit that these people on this platform say get to you. Stop it. Just go do something else. So I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed. And, like I told this lady when I extended my olive branch to her, that I will never come against you. I will never judge you for making human mistakes. And if I do ever have anything to say to you as far as critiquing, I make sure I don't do that in front of everybody. It'll be something me and you do. We'll find a way to do in another way. But see, I front Vic off because I know Vic, but I don't do my friends like that. I know Vic ain't gonna take it. I know he only gonna take it so serious. But we talking about somebody I don't know how they gonna take it. So I wouldn't critique anybody in front of everybody. I find a way to do that if I feel like I need to say something to them. Me, y'all critique me wherever I stand at. See, I'm a person that say that believes do your neighbor as you would yourself. See, I'm extending it first. If you catch me out in the marketplace wrong and you feel like you should correct me, do it. You ain't gotta wait. You ain't gotta wait. When I'm corrected, I don't find no offense in it. I find love in it, even if a person's trying to be offensive. If it's something that's gonna make me a better me, I find the goodness in it. I don't find the negativity in it. Oh, this person just being petty. No, I don't see that. I don't see that part. Maybe 20 years ago. Not today. I just see metal sharpening metal. Nah. That's how I live. Metal sharpening metal. And look, I have fun on this platform. When I come here and show y'all what government's planning and the truth about the scriptures and going back and forth with Mongoose, Christ Council, and people that disagree with my faith, I have fun. I have fun. And I tell people daily, and I'm taking this advice to myself as well when I tell it to other people. The minute you stop having fun on this platform, take a break. Relieve yourself. The only thing it takes is you not to hit the button. Only thing it takes is for you not to hit the icon. That's it. You're actually doing less. That's how easy it is. See, I have fun on this bitch. And I ain't lying on nobody. I ain't saying somebody did something they ain't did. I ain't allowing if the opportunity arrives, I'm not allowing nobody else to lie on nobody. The only reason I go after ZX is because I went after my brother for ZX. I went after my brother. And my brother assured me that his attack on this guy was legit. And I assured my brother we got bigger and better fish to fry. You supposed to be getting on here because our plan ultimately was to spread the truth. That was the plan. Getting on, get big, however we got to, only because we want a broader platform to spread the truth. He been trying to plug me in for several years now. But he knew it was things I had to take care of. And he was trying to get me to do it anyway. But, I held out, got things taken care of. But people that I like on here, people that I never spoke against, spoke a bad word on here, never came at sideways on here. For those people to treat me with the opposite respect, I really kind of find that a declaration of war, to be honest with you. I really don't take kindly to that. To speak on a person that have never spoke wrong on you, to lie on a person. And I only say lie because there's nothing but air and opportunity to address me on here. I'm on AOV. I'm on the AOV network. And I'm here. When Kong come back strong, I be over there over his thing. I be over at Medivas. I be over at Dyers. I be over there at Diva Town Boyish. Be over at Buddy Lee's. No reason to misconstrue nothing. No reason to mix nothing up. Neither one of us celebrities. We're very approachable. I've never heard, if I heard somebody was talking wrong about me, if I get the opportunity, I ask them about it. But other than that, got no ill feelings towards nobody. Only ZX. And that's because I put them on a pedestal. See, all the older people in my reality get put on a pedestal because I respect surviving. So when you let me down, the human side of me automatically turns against you. Not only that, the brother lied to me on several occasions. And then when it comes down to time to answer for the lie, you don't want to talk to me no more. Still running to this day. So unless we talking about the Bible, fuck that nigga. Come interrupt a real good conversation against men to lie to me. Then when I find out it's a lie, it's run, run, run. Or I don't want that nigga in my chat. I don't want to be around him, this, that, and the other. Yeah, coward shit. See, I don't respect that. And because I looked up to you as being an old man, somebody that's double-digit years older than me, funny, entertaining, joke of a motherfucking man, because of that, I respected you. But when you lied to me, and then you didn't have the balls to answer for your lie, I'm always against you and people like you and what you stand for. I can never believe nothing you ever say. I've seen you act your shoe size the entire time I've known about you. I've seen you disrespect your own mama. The hell with disrespecting Vic's mama. I've seen you disrespect your own mother. Nigga, you can never say nothing to me. But whenever I get ready, whenever I feel like pointing you out as an example for stupidity, that's what I'm going to do. I don't have to come to your house. I don't have to talk about what you wear. I don't have to call you fancy pants. Ain't got to do that. I'm going to just use your own imagery and your own words against you. And when you do that, you put a mirror and show a person how much of a stupid ass they look like. You ain't gotta say it. They say it to themselves. You ain't gotta say nothing. So I'm greatly disappointed. I'm disappointed in my YouTube. Somebody I thought was my YouTube buddy. You know, I never gave her a reason to think that I wanted to go against her, but for whatever reason, she heard what she heard. I like to hear what she heard. I attempted to, but I couldn't get a link. So she actually had somebody up there. I was waiting to disrespect me, but I guess she had a change of mind. She didn't even disrespect me after that accusation got put out there. So shout out to you, baby girl. You know who you was. You know you probably ain't gonna never hear this, but if you ever do, shout out to you because you had a real good opportunity to say, like you did a few months back, fuck that nigga. That nigga's a bitch. You could have said anything, but I heard you be silent all that time I was sitting there waiting on the link. So shout out to you, mama. I don't care if you do got any, disrespect towards me. I ain't got none towards you. Flat out. You know who I'm talking about. I ain't got to say your name, but shout out to you, mama. But yeah, I guess my buddy can't get through no more. But that's really all I got to say. I was just a little bit disappointed, and especially in my homeboy. You know, real disappointed in my homeboy. You know. But hey, just because you got somebody that's cool with your brother and they some type of way with each other, don't it ain't no promise they gonna be that type of way with you. So I'm gonna just take it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just take it like that. I ain't got no ill feelings towards him, but if I was to have a problem towards anybody, it would be him, because as a man, as a fellow Detroiter, he had a way to nip that in the bud right there. And I understand you out, you having a good time, but they didn't stop you from tapping in, showing off your bread, showing off where you was, saying this or that. You could easily say, hey, holla at that man. I went against somebody I know he like, and he ain't said nothing. He ain't rubbed me wrong. He still speak to me. He ain't did nothing. He don't get in the middle of stuff like that. That's it. That's all. But that's too much. So from the 157 part of this video up till now, that's all I'm going to express on this situation. When I see said person, I'm going to respectfully ask them about it, just like I'm doing right now. 9 times out of 10, person in from the club or on their way in from the club, and if they ain't got nothing better to do, they hear what I'm saying. 9 times out of 10, they do got something better to do, but my link been down. I put the invitation out there. So, can't nobody say they didn't know I felt the way I felt. They didn't understand where I was coming from. They could have easily hit the link like I was trying to hit the link and get an understanding of what things, what's going on. Because I missed something, obviously. But, it's only a select few of us. It's only a select few of us that's really about that. Like, we don't just talk about it. We really about it, But I pull up. I don't give a fuck. And I'm not pulling up on no aggressive over talking you, trying to disrespect you neither. I'm pulling up in love. And I'm going to smash your motherfucking face in love. It's going to take way less energy. It's going to take way less hollering, loudness in my voice. And it's going to crush you, the individual that got my name in some bullshit. It's going to hit you way more harder than me trying to cuss you out going to hit you. Because when I leave your presence, you going to know what real love feel like. And it's just going to make you question your whole motherfucking existence. You ain't going to know how to feel. You just going to know you've been put in your place and you don't know how to respond to it. I'm waiting. See, I purposely don't put myself in harm's way because I've been waiting on somebody to put a bad crown on my head. I've been waiting for, landlord pulled up some months back and he accused me of blocking everybody. We disrespected each other. We called each other out our names a few times. But see, real niggas do real things. Even if his plan was to troll the shit out of me. Even if my plan was to annoy the shit out of him. When we came together on No DQ Day and we clashed, it wasn't long before we got to an understanding with each other and we left each other in respect. He accused me of saying something on Cone King channel. I accused him that he was wrong. Cone King had the evidence, proof, this, that, and the other. He wanted to get proved. Some form of fashion, we got that proved. Well, Cone told him over and over again. But some form of fashion, we got that proved, and we moved on. Because real niggas do real things. That man get on this platform to have fun. Annoying people makes him going against the grain, enables him to have fun. And we didn't think it was fun against each other because we recognize real niggas do real things. Shout out to everybody, man, that I fuck with. Beef sector, black sector. It ain't no difference with me. Man, I'm subscribed to like well over 100 something different platforms, man. You talk about toys, Transformers, goddamn me, you talk about Legos, video games, food, speed eaters with the food, travel, RVs, man. I'm everywhere. Truth channels, I'm everywhere. I am everywhere. And I implore all to not limit their knowledge. Get it. Because once we gone, we gone. Ain't gonna be no more remembrance of this world. Don't believe what these people tell you. You gonna come back as a flower. When you leave this world, when you wake up, it's gonna be something totally different. That's why I tell you to do as much good as you can. Because 9 times out of 10, when you wake up, if you're granted a wake up call, you're not gonna remember nothing bad. Nothing bad. And this is just my opinion. Because you're gonna be perfect. You're gonna rise in perfection. That's why I say be good, do good. When you find out you're doing wrong, try to find a way to space yourself away from that wrong. Your life, your everlasting life depends on it. Give me 1 second, y'all. So, hey, y'all be good. Thanks, me and Mary Jane, for coming through. Anybody else that fell through, anybody else that I disrespected or that didn't come up here, if you don't see this screen till later on, leave a comment and I still pull up for you. I'm a grain of sand around this bitch. I ain't nobody. I ain't nobody. Who that? But Mongoose was supposed to come back up here, but he probably having phone problems. But if he get right, I had me some good rest today. He get right, I'll come back. And if the right person want to kick it with me, gotta, whatever you want to kick it about. I had some stuff I wanted to talk about with Mongoose, and we got most of it out for the most part, but I had that happen to me right before I got on the right before I went live, and it kind of threw my whole mindset off. Because I know it's got to be a purpose behind this. It's got to be agenda behind it. Because it in itself just don't make sense. Mary Jane, I wish I can lie to you and say I celebrated that stuff, but hey, I hope you have one. I know too much. I know they say never too much, but I know too much, baby. I can't even do it no more. My mind won't even allow me to. But you make sure you be safe, and whatever, is to be done, make sure you have some fun. You know, all y'all, the twos and few that's tapping in, all y'all, just make sure y'all enjoy life. You know, get out there in the real world. Sit this bitch down for a second. I love my wife. My wife be in her phone like we in the room. She be reading her books and shit all in her phone. But when we out in public, my wife put that mug in her pocket and leave it there. I love that. I love that. When I say I wouldn't jeopardize mine, you know, I can't tell you how happy my wife is, which 9 times out of 10 she ain't. But I can tell you how happy I am. I'm great. And I want you to feel that way too. Till next time, y'all. I love y'all. Be safe. Hey, and never be a fake. Never be a fraud. And never let somebody call you one without any type of reason to do so. Peace, y'all.